But who is the Antichrist? By Anna von Reitz. I have people saying, but, if we are at the end, if all these prophecies have already been fulfilled and the end of the rule of Satan has come, what about the Antichrist? Begin with, who is the Christ? It's not Yeshuah, the man who lived and died. Yeshuah was transformed by the resurrection process and is not the same as before. So, Christ is the name attributed to the resurrected Yeshuah, who lives eternally, who is the Anointed One of the living God, who is called our righteous Redeemer. We can call him by many names, just as the living God is called by many names, but he has only one office, he is the high priest of the living God. It follows that his opposite, the Antichrist, is also a high priest who serves the dead God, the god of idolatry, Satan. What are the characteristics of Christ? We have only limited glimpses of him in the New Testament, the stories that come to us from after his resurrection. He remains gentle and kind in his rebukes, he continues to teach, he appears substantially different than he did in this life, and yet, he is, with a little shove, still recognizable to his disciples. He tells them things about the future, what to expect, where he is going, the signs of his return. He tells them to expect a mysterious counselor, the Holy Spirit, that he will send to help them. One of the most exceptional, unusual things about Christ is that he never lies about anything. Christ is also fearless. He comes and goes as he pleases. He humbles himself to serve others. He continues to care about us. So what are the opposite attributes of the Antichrist? He lies constantly about everything, who he is, what he is doing, what he intends. He is arrogant and ruthless, and instead of teaching, he misleads. He puts on a good appearance, but underneath, he is always lusting after power, always cheating and finagling. He, too, has a spirit of mammon, that counsels men to seek their own destruction. The Antichrist, because he depends on lies, is a coward afraid of exposure. He cares nothing for anyone but himself. He comes only to murder, rob, and deceive. From what I have told you about the two faces of the Roman Catholic Church, and the role of the Roman Pontiff as the high priest of the pagan so-called secular religion existing side by side within the Christian Church, using the Christian Church as a storefront. It should be apparent now that the Roman Pontiff was the Antichrist and that his office was to act as the high priest of Satan and promoter of the spirit of mammon. Self-evidently, this office could not have existed without deception and secrecy. So there have been many antichrists, and hopefully, we have seen the last and greatest of them, but there is, ever and always, only one truth and only one Christ who remains, the way, the truth, and the life. Please hit subscribe, like, share, embed, and get ready for many more Anna von Reitz videos.